Bonnie Crombie has been elected as the new leader of the Liberal Party. What does this mean for politics in Ontario? Bonnie Crombie is the current mayor of Mississauga and was previously the Liberal MP for one of the Mississauga ridings. And in recent opinion polling, Bonnie Crombie was the only Liberal leadership candidate who showed any increase in polling numbers against Doug Ford, with Bonnie specifically saying that she is positioned well to be the leader because she gets under Doug Ford's skin. It should be noted that Bonnie Crombie did think she was going to win in the first round. It actually went all the way until the third and final round, with Nate Erskine-Smith coming in second place. And you can tell that Doug Ford is terrified of Bonnie Crombie because of the different ways that the NDP and the Conservatives responded to her win, with Merritt Stiles congratulating her and saying that she's looking forward to her ideas and contributions. And with the PC party immediately releasing a statement saying that she drives fancy cars and vacations at her home in the Hamptons, and putting out this attack ad that Bonnie Crombie and the Liberals just don't get it, stating that they'll bring in higher taxes, more gridlock, fewer homes, and they'll cost you. Although there's no reason to believe this because Bonnie Crombie's platform for leadership didn't involve any of this. Actually, Bonnie Crombie has been criticized by Liberals for being too conservative. Bonnie is seen as what's called a business liberal. Because the Liberal Party is traditionally more centrist, they can lean more to the left or to the right when it calls for it. And one could argue that Bonnie Crombie would have fit in with the Conservative Party of the past, although not the modern one. And by past, I'm talking like over 20, 30 years now. With Bonnie Crombie seemingly being more in line with the business-minded Liberals of the Federal Party. And it's going to be a bit of an uphill battle for Bonnie to win over the members of the Liberal Party, because this is a pretty thin margin to win by, although it could be argued that Doug Ford also won by an extremely thin margin and was able to rally his party around himself fairly easily. Although historically in Canada, Conservatives do find it a lot easier to rally around a leader for victory, with the knives usually coming out after a loss. It should also be noted that more people than ever before voted in this leadership election for the Liberal Party, with almost 23,000 ballots cast. Although with over 100,000 registered Liberals in the province, this would be considered very low turnout. When Merritt Stiles ran for the leader of the NDP, she ran unopposed. The party rallied behind her, and that's a good thing. But for the Liberals, a tight leadership race can also be a good thing. It all depends on how strong of a leader Bonnie is and how good of a job she does at rallying people behind her cause. The question becomes, does she steal enough votes from the NDP and the Conservatives to win an election, or do her and Merritt Stiles split the vote and allow Doug Ford to win another term? Or does the party continue to flounder and Merritt Stiles is able to use that to her advantage to win? We'll know in, oh my god, it's still 3 more years.